Alright, hey, I want to shoot a quick video for you today, and I wanted to talk to you about tomato cages and how we're doing it out here. In the past, we've always staked our tomatoes, and we did what's called a Florida weave. And I can't stand staking and tying tomatoes, so we figured we'd spend the money this year to go ahead and buy the material to make tomato cages. And it's pretty simple to do. It's not hard. So what we did is we bought this wire mesh stuff, and it's what it is it's you can buy it at like Home Depot or Lowe's, and it's to put concrete on. So people, when they pour concrete, they'll lay this down because the concrete, they lay this down on the ground, and then the concrete forms around it. So that's what we bought. We bought a roll of this. One roll of this is, it's probably about 120 bucks, and you get quite a few tomato cages out of it. So if you're a home gardener and you only have a handful of tomato plants, it's probably overkill. But if you're putting out 50 or so tomato plants, it's probably wise to go ahead and do something like this, because what this is going to save you in the long run is, one, whenever you're tying tomatoes, if you stake them, you have to tie them 3 or 4 times and while they're growing, and it's just it's really labor intensive, and we don't make money tying tomatoes, but it's necessary for you to do that, because if you don't, obviously the crop will fall over and it'll just lay on the ground, and then it won't produce anything. So this is what we're doing this year, and this is real simple to do. So this stuff comes in a big roll, and so what I'm doing is I'll roll it off. I'll roll off basically 8 squares of this, and then what I'll do is I'll cut it with a set of bolt cutters, or if you've got like an angle grinder, you can do that. I just find it easier to use bolt cutters and just snip it. But we cut it, and then we just form this circular thing, and then we take these parts and then just bend it to where it stays. Stuff's kind of hard to bend, but you get the idea. And then on the bottom, to stick these in the ground, we'll take those bolt cutters and we'll just snip these all the way around here. We'll snip it all the way around, and then obviously it just leaves this part. And then so in the bottom, we can actually just take it and just stick it in the ground. There's a big old thing of bird poop right there. It's not necessarily a bad thing. So that's one of the things I want to talk to you about, was the unintended consequences of putting these tomato cages out here. So anyway, so that's kind of how we're doing it this year. We're spending the money for the tomato cage, and I think it's going to be a good thing. So I'll keep you posted on it. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about the unintended consequences of this. And that is, I noticed whenever we put these cages out here that in the mornings and stuff, and in the afternoons, I'd see birds out here perched on these cages. And introducing birds into your garden is a good thing, because what they'll do is what'll happen is they see a bug and they'll go after it. So I didn't realize that was going to happen, but they perch on these cages, and they just sit here and wait for stuff, wait for bugs. And so my tomatoes are planted a couple rows over, and from my potato crop. And so I wanted to walk over here and show you. In the past, we've always had a problem with Colorado potato beetle, and we've always had a problem with it. And so typically I'd have to just walk through the garden and pick them off by hand and just smush them. But they can damage a crop pretty bad. So in the past, we've always had some damage done to our potatoes. But I wanted to show you this year. I wanted to show you. Let me walk over here. Just take the camera on our potato crop. I just wanted to show you this. So my potatoes, they actually have a bloom on them. So in the past, the Colorado potato beetle would just come in and eat these blooms off. And we have all these are starting to get blooms on them, but that's a good thing. And then I also noticed too, you may be able to see this right here. There's actually a ladybug right there. Ladybugs are a good thing. You definitely want ladybugs in your garden, because they eat all the bad bugs. And so I've noticed this year whenever I'm walking through my garden that I don't have any color. I've seen a handful of potato beetle, and it hasn't been that bad. They're not eating my crop. They're not eating the blooms off those potatoes. So that's a good thing. So what we're doing is we're kind of, you know, we're working with nature. I mean, that's the way it was intended. Instead of spraying this stuff with malathion and just, you know, we don't like spraying stuff, or we don't ever spray. So I'll see a lot of farmers, they'll just come in and spray malathion, which what'll happen is over time, if you spray that stuff, the bugs will become resistant to it, and then you'll have to spray something different, or you'll have to spray more. And so yeah, they do have blooms on them, honey. That's good. Yeah, my daughter's over there picking strawberries. So anyway, you know, we're just working with nature. I didn't realize whenever we brought these potato cages in here that the bugs were actually going to come in here and perch on these, or not the bugs, but the birds were going to actually perch on these and then, you know, basically decimate the bug population. So it's a good thing, and we're pretty happy with it. And so anyway, back to the tomato cage. You can use these for any type of vine crop. Like if you want to do the half runner green beans, they'll actually grow up these cages. And then you can also use them for probably like cucumbers and stuff. Real simple to do. Yep. Oh, sorry. Here, let me. My daughter's picking strawberries, so she wanted to show you, and some lettuce, obviously. Anyway, so. But they're pretty versatile. If you've got a vine crop you want to run up and down these, you can use it for that. Peas also work. So so what'll happen is at the end of the season we'll just pull these out and we'll store them somewhere, and then we'll put them back in the ground next season. So we'll be able to use this stuff. This stuff is pretty hardy. It's a pretty hardy material. It's just a wire mesh. So anyhow, I just wanted to shoot a quick video, let you know how we do things. And if you have any questions, feel free to post. I'll try to get to all the questions. And if you like and share this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel also. I'll leave a link for that. And then if you feel like you might, you know anybody that might benefit from this, please share it with them. And come and see us up at the Mount Juliet Farmers Market. We'll be up there this coming weekend, May 13th around. So come out and see us, get some good stuff for your mom, because it's going to be Mother's Day. And so come and see us. We've got good hearty food. Cool season crops, and as you can see behind me, we've got a nice row of lettuce, romaine lettuce back there. And so anyway, come see us. Smith Family Farm. Thanks so much. Enjoy your Sunday.